and welcome to the official MOZA Racing track guide for the F4 Esports Regional Tour Americas region. This week's track sees the debut of Mexico City and the guides being provided by myself, Sambo iRacing. Let's start the hot lap. So here we are, smashing it down the incredibly long main straight. So I have a bit of time to explain. If you want to know the brake bias, it will always be on the wheel cam, right in the center of your screen there. On my MOZA FSR2 wheel, looking for our first braking marker, which is going to be this 200 board on the left hand side, braking up to about 75%, down to third gear, back on the gas, back over to the right hand side, little dab on the brakes, and now we're flat through the second apex, exiting nice and wide as we look for our entry into turn 4. Another long straight. Right, our entry into turn 4 is going to be midway between the 2 marker and the 1 marker. I'm going to brake up to about 88%, down to second gear, back on the gas, little lift, little dab on the brakes, back on the gas once again. Now, just before we get to the end of this green asphalt on the left-hand side, I'm going to brake up to about 35%, leaving it in second gear, back on the gas, exit nice and wide, back over to the right-hand side, wanting to get our right-hand tyres right over here on the rumble strip. And we're going to do just a big lift, back on the gas in fourth gear, cutting this corner, and just clipping that corner. Now we're going to go over to the left-hand side. And just before we get to the orange, we're going to do it light dab on the brakes, down to about 14%, and absolutely flat through the next 2 turns. As we come up to turn 12, we're going to use this curbing on the left-hand side as our braking marker, up to about 85% into third gear, back over to the right-hand side. Now, just before we get to the start of the rumble strip on the right-hand side, we're going to go on the brakes up to about 35%, down to second gear, going to cut this corner, leaving it in third, then a little dab on the brakes, back on the gas, exit nice and wide, hook it back over to the right-hand side, and over and across the line we go in a 1:44.2. Join us again this week on iRacing for the F4 trophy presented by MOZA.